Kevin Gregson. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Aniline. And today I wanted to take a few moments and share with you how strategy organizations in large corporations or private equity firms can get value from our platform. Here I've selected a company at random. Altice is a telecommunications firm here in New York. And first we'll start with the dashboard. And the idea is to be able to identify areas that if you're looking at a company from the outside in and try to initiate due diligence, you can get plenty of financial information. It's much more difficult to get non-financial information concerning the company culture, management teams, and so forth. It's not filtered through management. So here we see a couple of scores that you probably want to focus on that are less than desirable. So we're going to start with leadership. You can see that there are 247 reviews around leadership. You can see that we have a number of subcategories, 7 here. And you can see that we've got executive leadership separated from supervisory. And we've got some low scores in the executive side. We've got some low scores in vision. And so that should begin to indicate to us that there are some issues and challenges in that area. And this company may be, while sound as a business, may be perhaps being undermanaged or underled. So what I'd like to do next is to show you how you can go from looking at our scores as an indicator and then look at our AI platform and our digital AI associate, Annie, and ask a question that may help you understand at least where to begin with regard to the organization. And here I posed a question saying, as a private equity organization, please identify the critical risks and potential hidden value of this company. So we're looking for some really interesting business insights that may come from employee observations that are unfiltered on the ground. Let's see what Annie says. Okay, now we can see that Annie has come back and answered our question, and she has now provided both the critical risks and potential hidden value in the company. Let's take a quick look at what she's identified. So, consistent with what we saw in the scores, there's a leadership issue. We also saw there was a low score in vision, and here that has popped up as the #1 critical risk of the business. We also see that there's been some turnover in the organization, which could create some issues. We see that there's also been a number of existing cost-cutting efforts that have gone through but have created some issues around being very heavy and maybe hurting operations as we sit here today. We've got some issues around potential concerns on customer perception, so that's something we would certainly want to look into. Now, as we move to the positive side, we look at what some of the hidden values may be. Well, we've got some diversification growth opportunities because there's a very diversified business and product offering, so that's certainly helpful. There is a focus on innovation here, so we can see that there's a view that there's some innovation going on inside the organization, which is interesting and shows some opportunity. We've got issues around positive company value, strong sales management team. So while there have been some issues with leadership, looks like sales management is solid. So that's a really good opportunity to generate revenues. And we've got competitive comp and ben. So there's an opportunity to retain key talent. So as we sit here and look at this set of information, what we get is sort of a navigational guidance system as to where to look for some of the potential risks and issues. And we can also find where some of the hidden value is. Obviously, we can drill down into any of these particular areas and take a closer look and ask Annie for more information and advice. But hopefully this gives you some indication as to how we can extract business intelligence out of employee perception and transform that into a strategic advantage for those who are using our platform.